Hi, I'm Nick Baranikow from Brock Harcourt's Platinum. I hope you enjoyed the show today on Open House. If I can help you with any advice on selling or buying a property in the eastern and southeastern suburbs, please call me on 8373 7300. That's 8373 7300. Thanks.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Open House. Now, Nick, I just want to delve a little bit deeper, if you don't mind. Tell us a little bit about Brock Harcourt's Platinum, first of all, and why, and what you're hoping to achieve.
Brock Harcourt's Platinum, basically our primary focus is on the inner eastern, southeastern area, predominantly in that mid to upper to top end part of the market. We're not a geographic franchise, so we don't have a set boundary they work to, but generally that broad eastern, southeastern sector.
So how are you going to find your clientele?
Most of it comes through our client database.
Yep.
So we have a certain way which we follow up our clients, past clients, referrals. I mean, that's sort of the best way to do business. So most of it comes through that way.
And it just seems to be the way everybody's tracking.
Pretty much so.
I think the people out there will be pleased to know maybe in the future letterbox dropping and those types of activities that real estate agents do might be a thing of the past if database continues to go the way it's going.
Very much so, yes.
So, Nick, one of the interesting things for me is the amount of Asian buyers that are in the top end at the moment. They're coming in. I think the Foreign Investment Review Board has made it a little bit easier for people to bring their money in.
Yep.
And traditionally, the Asians used to only buy modern homes with views because that's what they were used to. Now, I think I went to an auction of yours late last year in Tusmore, and over half the people there, and I think about 4 of the bidders were actually Asian people, and they seem all cashed up, and they really love the established areas now more so.
Yeah, very much so, Michael. I think, you're right. We noticed in a few auctions last year, it actually took us by surprise because typically the Asian market was very much into the new modern. But I think it's with the younger generation, Asian people coming through. They're not landlocked into that newer style, and they're definitely moving to those older character homes, which are in the plum areas.
And they seem cashed up, and so it's going to be a pretty competitive year, I think, for the Adelaideans to actually be able to wind up buying the home of their dreams.
Very much so.
How many have you sold, Nick? How many in the Adelaide metro area for over $1 million sold last year? Have you any idea?
Yeah, we've got some quick stats there for you, Maltz. Last year, from the numbers I've got, give or take 1 or 2 here or there, there's about 407 homes sold over $1 million last year, down about 10% from the previous year. 2008, there was about 440. The breakdown, interestingly, and you can sort of see how the pricing is moving, they had about 288 homes sold in the 1 to 1.5 million range, about 76 in the 1.5 to 2 million. 2 to 3 million started thinning out a bit there, but still 37 sales went through.
That sounds a lot, Nick. 37 in the 2 to 3.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Little old SA.
Yeah.
Or
So
Adelaide Metro, is that? Just
Adelaide Metro. That's the inner Adelaide Metro.
That's amazing.
3 to 4 million had 5 sales. And just right on the tail end of the year, Brocky was holding the mantle, but there's one that's just snuck in just over the 4 million mark.
Yeah.
In the tail end.
So take you by surprise. For dear old South Australia, where we sort of got a little bit of a, not inferiority complex, but the big money seems to be more on the eastern seaboard. There's a fair bit of property selling for a lot of money.
Yeah, I think obviously as property prices increased, and as a general rule, prices have probably doubled in the last 10 years. So, you don't get a heck of a lot of homes, as I was saying earlier, for $1 million now, and people are just going to have to wear that.
Yeah, very much so.
How does Brock Harcourt's Platinum actually handle the sale of $1 million property? You know, what's your marketing tools? You know, how do you actually action the whole process?
Yeah, well, pretty much. I mean, first of all, you basically have to have the skill sets, professional skill sets, to work with owners who own those homes and to negotiate and service those buyers who are dealing in that end. So that's a pretty important requirement. From a marketing point of view, good thing about the Brock Harcourt's group, and certainly works for us for Platinum, is we've got a number of media that serve that part of the market really well. If you look at the press media, the advertiser, well, we've got the plum front position, which most agents would give the right leg to have that. But specifically for the $1 million plus homes, that's right up in the front, prime right-hand side page, so you're there in a $1 million plus section. Eastern Courier, which covers about 70,000 homes throughout the eastern southeastern area. About 70% of our market live, buy, move within that zone.
That's a really, really strong magazine now. It's not your traditional messenger press paper at all, is it?
No, and people are now commenting about that. You're getting great quality production and promotion of property. So half-page and full-page layouts of property. signboards, we've talked about brochures, we've talked about...
And I want you to talk about luxury portfolio, please.
Well, now, as we all know, websites are becoming more and more important, certainly probably accounting for about 50% at least of our buyer inquiry at the front end. We have Brock Harcourts and realestate.com, but the beauty for $1 million plus properties is a luxury portfolio, which is the luxury arm of leading real estate companies of the world, which is the world's largest global network of premium real estate companies. As Brocky was saying, Brock Harcourts were the exclusive Australasian member of that group. And you
did really well to get that for us, Brocky.
Yeah,
well done. Very proud of you.
It's a coup for the company.
Yeah, well done.
But you're talking about luxury portfolio has about 100,000 visits from high net worth individuals every month. So you're talking about 1.2 million from about 200 countries around the world. Amazing. 15,000 properties, $1 million plus shown on there. Wow. And you know, good old South Australia, we've got our fair share in there, which is great.
There was one in Manhattan just before Christmas last year, asking price $92 million.
Is that all?
So that's an apartment.
Probably give you a bit off for cash.
Yeah, go to the change in your Porsche. Nick, thank you. All the very, very best, mate. We're really excited for you. We know you're going to do an awesome job.
Thank you.
And you have for a long, long time. How long have you been in real estate, mate?
25 years, I think.
Yeah.
But my memory's going. My memory's going, so I can't remember.
And, folks, he was a dentist before that. So
yeah, don't hold that against me.
The most intelligent real estate agent in South Australia.